Yeah, I get your fouls.
Lovely boys, great stuff. This is better.
Yeah, look at this. It's just the same boys. Look at this. Yeah. Just sharing the load.
You alright?
No, I hit my hand.
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah. Talk, boys. No one's talking.
Pardon. No need. When you're that good.
There we go. It's all about laughing it up. Laughing it up for the next person.
No need to talk when you're that good.
Oh, sorry!
Welcome back to Sunday League. We're going to warm up in a second. First in Glenmore Park today. There are a few spots below us on the table. It's trenches. They've got 16. We've got 12. How are you feeling about today?
Well, I'm a bit nervous.
Why?
Because last time I was here, I gave away a penalty, gave away horrific fouls.
Nice day.
It was my rookie year,
What about that break?
but I'm here to redeem myself. It's actually a big day personally. But excited, but nervous.
Yeah.
Am I playing centre back or full back today?
Yeah, actually, while I've got everyone, we'll do the lineup, then we'll head over the other side. Jim, you're starting on the wing.
Oh!
Comfort. You're up front. Horn, you're on the wing. Now, Jim should actually be on the bench, but he might be going goal second half. You know why? Because I asked Jim to pick up beers, and he picked up the phone. He said, "Nah, because I'm not drinking any today." So everyone, that's the type of teammate you have here today.
Yeah.
That's the type of teammate you have with you. Me and you with Leany in front, and then at the back we'll do Turbo, Ned, Sneeze, Mitch at fullback. Does anyone have any questions or queries about today? Any thoughts on how we should play?
Let's just get the win.
Let's get behind the ball, boys. Play by our feet, eh?
James S. Hughes, everyone a round of applause for James S. Hughes and for hopping in goal. That's incredible.
Straight to the warm-up. Here to get an outfield goal this year. Here we are.
Goal! We did.
I rocked up maybe 10 minutes late. Rocked up with a Monster Energy in my hand. And now I'm suffering the consequences of starting on the bench today. But
welcome back to Sunday League. But before I reveal any information about today's game, besides the fact we beat them 2-1 earlier this season, let's cut to our two ultras on the sideline. Shout out to our two ultras here on this very hostile away day in the flats of Glenmore Park. Lovely little step over there from Turbino. But before we go any further, I want to pay attention to our international ultras who are in the comment section every week on YouTube. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to comment any challenges or video ideas you have for us in Sunday League this season. We definitely need to do a few more. And we're about to open the scoring here. Comfort's going to shift it onto his right at the near post, but it does skim and go away. So unfortunately, it's still 0-all 5-6 minutes in. I'm going to play it back to Ned, and this is what we call foreshadowing. See how Ned's not looking up before he releases the ball back to his goalkeeper there? That's a bit of a problem. I mentioned that to Ned at the time. I said, Ned, you got to look up, you got to scan. But we'll get to that later. James Esterhusen filling in for goals. You know why? Goalkeeper Ollie is down at Perisher. Shout out to Threadbow. My nonno came to this country and he actually worked in Cooma for a few years. And look at that, took the ball in the chest, it's straight on the volley. My nonno would be proud of that one, speaking of him. But no one on the end of it. Ben Korn gives away a foul. That's no shock. Now, we're going to move on in the game. We're into the 9th minute. Tom Leany fouled? No. Deflection into Comfort. He's found himself a bit of space. Not offside. Keeper saves it, pushes it onto the bar. Lovely little save. Now, I mentioned earlier foreshadowing from Ned. Let's cut to it.
Well, I'm a bit nervous.
Why?
Because last time I was here, I gave away a penalty, gave away horrific fouls.
Nice day.
It was my rookie year,
What about that break?
but I'm here to redeem myself. It's actually a big day personally.
And the question is, will Ned redeem himself? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, Glenmore Park going to take the ball off him, and it's going to be 1-0 to them after a Ned error at the back. Am I responsible? I would say I'm somewhat responsible, but you know what? At large, I would say society's somewhat responsible for teaching us to try and play out from the back. It's a load of shit. We just got to hoof it long. Where's Sean Dyche when you need him? As you can see there, lovely little touch from the Glenmore Park winger and a great little lovely finish. I will say, we're going to cut to the gig, the GoPro and goal, and people have mentioned, hey, Falk, the angle was way better when it was up high. Well, we had an opinion, the head and opinion referees mentioned that we can't have it high up in the goal or in the goal at all, so we're really struggling. But without further ado, we're lacking a bit of Brazilian flair. Boom, cha, cha, boom, cha. And that's just Bisenberry trying to get into some work after we've gone 1-0 down. And he's Turbo, and speaking of work, there's no man that works harder. Look at him go, just galloping down the line at centre back, and he's going to get heavily fouled. That's a borderline assault charge. You probably think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. Have a look at it from this angle. He gets bodied once from Turbo there. Wait, that's not enough. Turbs, go again, go again. There you go, Turbs. Well done. And, oh, watch out. Oh, I own a boat with Bam Bam Tuivasa, and when I tell you he'd be proud of that leg kick, I mean it. Now, we're trying to play through the middle here, and it's not working out for us, but Glenmore Park, they definitely want to play through the middle, and they're going to do so. This midfielder here, he's got a great and little deft touch. Puts it in behind for the winger, and as I said earlier, he's going to have a big part to play. He's going to make it 2. No, he's not. James Essehusen is there. But he's not happy about it. He's quite frustrated. So he's going to pull on Bosenberry's arm, and Bosenberry's not going to be proud of that one. So he's going to put a little leg in there, and then he grabs it. No, you know, what are we doing, boys? What are we doing? But who am I to judge? You know, we're just a society of sinners judging sinners for sinning differently. Yeah, how's that for a bit of alliteration? Now, Ben Corn on the edge of the box. Is this a penalty? Let me know what you think. Truth be told, I actually think it's outside the box. Ben Corn thought it was inside the box. But the real question is, what did the referee think? Well, the referee thought it was outside the box. So we had a free kick. Now, did we do anything with that free kick? Absolutely not. So we're still 1-0 down heading into the 28th minute of this beautiful Sunday League game. Throw in from me out the back here. Is that a foul throw? Probably. Sneesby, he's going to play it cool, calm, and collected and deliver Turbo a ball at his head. Beautiful stuff. And Turbo's going to go down the line, and we're going to get a great opportunity here. As you can see, we can actually move the ball here and there. Corn's going to find comfort in behind, and I'm galloping through the middle free. Unfortunately, Comfort couldn't see me in time due to the angle and the nature of the defender cutting him off. But you'll see from this angle, the cameraman does get a bit shaky, And as you can see there, I'm free in the middle, just ready to get my first goal of the season. I know, I haven't scored yet. I scored 5 last year somehow. Make that make sense, you know? Make that make sense. Comfort in behind after a Bosenberry through ball. Glenmore Park defense isn't claiming it, and Comfort's going to go 1-on-1. If it's not for that great tackle. As you can see here, they're not claiming that ball. Comfort in behind, the Maltese striker, and a great last-ditch tackle, man. Glenmore Park going to hoof the ball long here. And look, it's going to bounce, and straight away off the volley, look at this. No time to even think about it. They're going to follow it up. It's 2-0. And the Glenmore bench is going to tell me how to do my job. Very interesting.
Put that on the TikTok! Let's see some content! Yeah, 1,000 views at least, Travis. Love you, mate.
Now, to the man on the Glenmore bench telling me to put it on TikTok, I want to let you know, first of all, we also have a YouTube. Second of all, we also have an Instagram. We don't really use Facebook. We don't really use Twitter. I hope that helps. So we've got more than TikTok going on, but I really appreciate it. Now, long ball in here to Ned. And yeah, look, he was hoping to have a big day, and the big day is going to have him. I'll tell you that much. But look at that! Ned's not having any more of it. He's going, no, it's crunch time, baby. I've had enough. And Tom Leaney's had enough as well, so he's going to hug the byline as he so effortlessly does every single game. Ball into the middle. Oh, it finds Corn. Corn's going to find Comfort. You know that much. That's my fruit and veg front line. And Comfort's going to get borderline assaulted. But the question is it a red? And are the Glenmore bench happy about it?
That's a red.
That's a red.
Fucking pussy. Who's he called a pussy?
There's always a hero on the bench that's just got to throw out a slur, eh? Like, there's always just got to be one hero. And unfortunately for that hero, Comfort does slot the penalty to make it 2-1. And as you'll see in this footage, I think Comfort's the furthest thing from a small version of a feline cat. Look, it's a bad tackle. I know they're passionate, but that's a bad tackle. And then the goalkeeper, in a great act of sportsmanship, throws the ball at Comfort, which is a very interesting act, considering we had compliments for him at half-time as well. We're all for this goalkeeper. We think he's amazing, but I didn't see that in real time. Nonetheless, we go into half-time, 2-1 down, scoring late into the half. It's positive signs. Let's see if the positivity continues.
It's kind of hard. I didn't see the second goal, so I can't commentate on that. First goal, just playing out from the back got caught out. These things happen, right? But we want to play out from the back, and that's the consequences that come from it. The only way you learn from playing out from the back is when you actually concede goals. But yeah, man. Just relax. Concentrate on every single pass we have to make, right? Scan before we receive the ball, and we'll play our game from there.
They've got one good centre back, boys? We get a pass in.
Yeah,
fucking so on.
Yeah, this smaller man. Besides that, we're playing well, man. We're actually there was some very nice stints of football, dare I say so myself.
Some solid passing. His keeper's actually good too.
Yeah, bro, he's an incredible keeper. He's very good.
Into the second half we go, and the message is clear. It's crunch time. These guys are just below us on the table. We have to get 3 points. And you know what Neil Warnock says about 3 points? Ben Corn's all about it.
All this fucking I'm sorry and all this bullshit, that's a load of bollocks. You've got to fucking die to get 3 points.
One thing about Corn is he loves this badge, and so does Schmidt, filling out at right back here. And the referee thinks that ball's come off Schmidt. So Glenmore Park get a throw, and that throw is going to prove to be very deadly. Ball into the box, and look at this for a header, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not mad about it at all. It was brilliant technique. And the Glenmore bench, they're going to let me know about it. They're 3-1 up, and they're going to continue to tell me how to do my job.
Let's go! Viral on TikTok!
Thank you, fellas. I honestly, I didn't think to put on TikTok. You know, like after filming our games for just over 12 months and doing over 40 million views, it doesn't cross my mind to put these things on social media. It's pretty crazy. Thank you for reminding me. There's Comfort in behind, and another last-ditch tackle from Glenmore. We need a few more of them today. They have not lacked in that department. They've made 2, 3, even 4, dare I say so myself. Lovely little touch on there from Glenmore. No one on the end of it. Turbo, look, is that a handball? Yeah, I think that one's probably a handball. Now, the second one, they're going to get very upset about, to the point they scream at the referee from just behind him. Ned's going to fire it into me from point blank, and I have a look at the player right here. Pay close attention to him. He screams at the referee. He doesn't say anything bad. He just screams at him saying, call it, something like that. I believe the referee kind of sent him off in retaliation to that, not telling him to do his job. But also beyond that, it was kind of a build-up of copying a few comments along the way. Now, pay close attention to that player, because the next part of this will make a lot more sense. That player there has just been sent off for 10 minutes. You get a sin bin in Australia for those who are unaware that watch internationally. Now, Jimmy Jam out on the wing. Let's continue on in the game. What's Jimmy Jam got to do? He's got to flick it over the defender. Into the byline he goes, looking for the second. And unfortunately, we just can't get on the end of it, and that keeper makes another great save. Oh, Jimmy Jam. Or more like Jimmy Dino. Boom cha cha, boom cha, boom cha cha, boom cha. Unlucky too, Jim. But Jim's thought, that's not enough. I'm going to have it from 40 yards. And look at Jim go. If that's one way to break a competitive game of goal-scoring drought, then that would be something. Now, Jim's going to cop a tackle here, and he's not happy about it. And to be fair, at the time, I saw it as well. I'm not sure if it picks up as much in this video. It's very overexposed. I've tried to adjust the exposure on this video, but you'll probably see the tackle that comes in here, but he does get the ball. But yeah, he comes flying in, and Jim was not happy about that one. Now, we're going to take a Glenmore approach for their second goal, and we're going to bomb it long. It's going to fall to Corn on the volley. Very similar to Glenmore's goal, except ours hits the post and stays out. That's the difference today. It's one of those days. But as you can see here, incredible quick thinking from Corn. Look at this. Just straight onto the knee, cushion it, see what you can do. Beat the goalkeeper, which is very hard to do. The Glenmore goalkeeper, he's very good. But yeah, Glenmore Park, they're going to break. Ball over the top. And that player that got sent off for 10 earlier, yeah, he's in the action. He's going to go around the goalkeeper. And it is 4-1. And they're going to claim that the same player that got sent off, that they've scored with 10 men. As you can see there, despite the same bloke scoring that was sent off, he's still claiming they scored with 10. And thank you for telling me what does well in content. I am yet to figure that out. It's always good to know that people that don't do it, they can tell you what will work well in content. Comfort almost there on the volley. Unfortunately not. Now into the 69th minute we go. And we're trying our hardest today. I can't deny the boys of that. We've made some mistakes, but we're not lacking in effort. And the goalkeeper for Glenmore Park has been simply incredible. Even the first time we versed them, we lost the footage on that one and we did win 2-1. He made an incredible amount of saves. And I've still got the GoPro footage of one of his saves from the first game. It was incredible. And speaking of incredible, that touch from Comfort is simply remarkable. Puts the ball over to Corn to make it 4-2. Chip over the keeper, and it's over the bar as well. Glenmore Park boys were telling me they actually scored a goal here last week, but it went through a hole in the roof of the net, and it didn't count. So they lost 2-1 to Glenmore goal when it should have been 2-2. I thought that was an interesting thing to bring up and something I wanted to talk about. I'd love to hear more of that from the Glenmore boys next time we verse them. Into the 88th minute we go. Turbo knocks it onto myself. Slowest winger you'll ever see, but I'll still find comfort where I can. There's Kumquat. Oh, another last-ditch tackle, man. Glenmore are truly about it today. Glenmore are truly about it. Despite our best efforts and the amount of shots on goal we had, Glenmore are just about it in defence, and that's simply the difference. Not our day. And this is football. This is simply football. I can't be mad at the boys today because we actually haven't played that bad. We've just been punished for our mistakes, and we've failed to punish them for theirs. That's a 4-1 loss and our heaviest loss of the season. Into the post-game chat we go.
Boys, a few things that I want to highlight. First of all, we had upwards of 20 shots on goal today. It's just one of those days. Shit happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. We didn't actually play that bad.
Made a few mistakes at the back, we got punished for it. It is what it is. We walk away, it's 4-1 loss. We maintained a lot of possession without having our 3 best players on the ball. These things happen. That's alright, shit happens, man. Fuck. Bro, the PN League does not matter because it goes into a round robin at the end of the season. There's some of us that were here when Warrington, Croatia won 3 games in the regular season and then won the round robin after finishing last.
It's a 4-1 defeat, unfortunately, for the Redbacks. When it rains, it pours, and it started pouring when I made the first mistake. Boys, the first half. James, how do you sum up the first half in particular?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, it was always going to be tough with only having 1 sub. I thought like at the end we got a goal just before half time, and I thought maybe that was the inspiration to come back in it, but yeah, I thought it was mixed, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Zach, in the second half, there was probably a bit of a drop off in energy. What do you reckon happened there?
Oh, I think it was just fatigue in the end, Ned. We got tired in the second half, and we just lost it from there.
Despite the tough result, were there any kind of standout performances? Someone who stuck out, put in a good effort, or were you all hanging our heads in shame?
I think all the boys put in a good effort. It was just a tough day. It's hot out here. It's a few individual mistakes and.
Now, James, we had 1 sub. How many subs do you think we need minimum per week?
I'd like 4. I think 4 is the magic number, minimum. Actually, about 3 because people go on holidays and we go out nights out. So yeah, I'll take 3 as a minimum amount of subs.
That's fair.
You do love a night out.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, Fax, back to you.
I think that's our heaviest loss in a long time, to be honest. I don't know of a heaviest. Ben, is that our heaviest loss?
Our biggest loss.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, no. Shout out Warrington, Croatia, don't forget about you. That's our biggest loss this season, easily. We're struggling, man, but we'll come back to it. Most notably, no Rizzo, no Jacob, no Sam. And I think that had an effect. And then when you add it on top of it, it's just not your day sometimes, man. It's just not your day. Famous title charges, they often have these little blips, and this is what you call a blip, a downturn. It makes for an even greater upturn. See you next week.